tin of vegetables.
And you know what's fun about eating an artichoke is you get all the fun of like chips or like a finger food.
Yep.
You know, if you want, like, unless it's like fried or something like that, but if you get like a good baked and buttered artichoke, you get all that finger food snackiness that's really happy, but then it's really filling too.
Yep. But I like the idea that the best part is at the end. Once you peeled it all away, and then you get to the heart.
A consomme is a type of clear soup. It's made from richly flavored stock, usually of a mixture of ground meats, that has been clarified. It uses egg whites to remove the fat and sediment from the soup. So you get all the stuff you get in a broth, but you know, when you look at like a chicken broth and you get all those bubbles and everything in it, pulls that out.
Got it.
So you have a perfect liquidy soup.
It's a wonderful little restaurant. The best part is the guys that started it, and they now have a Michelin star, culinary school dropouts.
I like that.
See, yeah, I like that story.
I like that. I like, I like the chefs that are like the, screw you, I just worked in restaurants and got really, really good chefs. Yeah. Those guys always start the best restaurants.
No, a piece of duck. Duck is
but you see, here's the thing. They're more than willing to make, they're more than willing to accommodate you as a vegetarian. When they have like a prefix, because they've got you, right?
Yeah.
You're in. Like, I paid for 5 courses, I'm getting 5 courses. But then they're just kind of like, well, he's here with somebody. And he can't have everything that we already made. We'll just give him whatever's lying around.
They have some peas.
Yeah, this is a pea biscuit in pea garnish with like, it's just like whatever's left over. They're like, and this is some dirt. Because F you, what are you leaving now? You're 3 courses in.
We're going to pair it with some soda.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's a cream soda and some peas.
These are pepperoni pizza combos in an old root beer that I had lying around. That'll be $90. Enjoy your magical day of love.
See?
Did you guys do anything besides dinner? Or did you do dinner? And
we didn't do it on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, we watched a horror movie and had Chinese food.
Nice.
That's what we always do every Valentine's Day.
See, we don't do much for much. Like, we forget all the important dates. We forget, like, we don't care about much, but she really cares about Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, that's
it's like
fine.
It's like the one thing. So it's like, all right, here we go, Valentine's Day. You got to do it up, and it's nice because she genuinely doesn't care about anything else.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, it's great.
I need to find a day to care about. Other than Friday at 6. So. You know
what I'm saying? I don't like time, am I right, everybody?
Hello, everybody.
Oh, God, it's hard to play video games.
It is. I was also playing one for review all weekend long. And it was not called the Titanfall.
You know what I played all weekend? Monkey Island, because I built a gaming PC and then
nothing is going to push it to its limits like Monkey Island.
Yeah, and then gave her the access to Steam, and all she grabs is adventure games.
It's good.
So it was a lot of Monkey Island.
That's a great use of a nice 680.
Nice to watch $1,500 worth of Monkey Island.
All right, everybody.
Because Titanfall isn't out. I don't want to play that. Let's just watch Monkey Island.
No. Anyway, so it is Titanfall.
It is Titanfall.
It's not Titanfall.
Titanfall is, I think, what it is.
I thought it was Titanfall.
No.
Okay.
That's dirty. Hi.
Hey, everybody.
We're doing a live stream right now.
We are.
That's what you're watching. Either on the Twitch or the YouTube. I'm Anthony.
I'm Adam.
And today we're going to play the Strider reboot reimagining.
Oh, it's not Strider.
It's Strider.
Oh, Strider.
Yeah. We are going to be playing this. Is it a reboot or reimagine? I haven't touched this thing yet.
Is it from visionary director Zack Snyder?
No.
Then it's going to be a fine experience for all of us.
So it's starting off as okay.
Yeah, we are already ahead of the curve. It's not from visionary director Zack Snyder. So yeah, Strider, this is a game that was both in the arcades and the NES.
And the Genesis. I feel like the best home version was the Genesis. It was a big selling point for me on the Genesis.
So, Anthony, you know how usually everyone says I suck?
Yeah.
I was playing a little bit of this earlier just to get my head wrapped around it. There might be some sucking here. Sure. Okay?
Let's let it happen. You know what? The original Strider was hard.
Yes.
It was not an easy game.
Well, no, the Capcom's definitely trying to capture the flavor of kind of a side-scrolling action platforming adventure ROM.
And of course, following
That's right. He's a
playing...
ninja.
Yeah.
I find it very interesting that he too has a red scarf like the Shinobi.
Yes.
It's when you
but
think
it looks
about
like it's some sort of weird energy scarf in this.
Well,
it's
a future. It's a space ninja or future ninja.
He's always been a future ninja. I like that they had him take his Eagle Condor hang glider like in the original. I also like that this looks like much like Castlevania games. We're starting off in sort of a reimagining of an original level.
That's very true. Or is it rebooting the level?
It might be. This might be a total reboot. I'll tell you what. I saw like an early trailer for this or early screenshots, and I wanted to vomit in my mouth.
Why?
There was something about all of the screenshots they did early on were from a very close-up, isometric angle. That made it feel like, I don't know. It made it feel claustrophobic, and it made it feel very different.
Let's go down there.
I want to say he originally looked like a little more beefed up in a way that I didn't like. Something about them was just
you
throwing
want to
me
have a
off.
svelte ninja.
Yeah, you definitely
Strider, I mean, just by his name alone, he's svelte.
Yeah. It's like you don't want like a super muscular Spider-Man, you know?
Oh, that's right. There's a gun up top.
This is all pretty Strider so far.
So what do you think is the essence of a Strider?
Oh man. The essence of a Strider. Oh, did we just get some sort of...
Yeah, now we can roll through holes.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. It's got kind of that Metroid quality, which the NES version had. I think the
Genesis one was straight action. And I think the arcade one was as well.
Ooh.
But you know, this to me, like that super future, like Russian Cossack shock trooper
versus Ninja.
I mean, also the soundtrack sounds very, very on point.
Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. The falling down part. Hey, look, I unlocked concept art. Okay, one thing, once again, I don't have the clearest memories of the original.
Yeah.
But I like that you could reverse direction after jumping.
Yeah.
That is just endlessly satisfying. Oh gosh, no.
And you could do that in the Genesis one as well. You could be like flip and then flip back. And that's one of the things that I really enjoyed about the Genesis one is I remember at the time not feeling like there were a lot of games where you can do this sort of like hyper fast, very agile open space thing. And so that was very impressive to me. I remember not ever getting very far in the Genesis version of Strider, but always just loving hopping around and doing these spin flips and feeling very, very ninja-esque, you know?
Except for the loudness. Ooh. There we go. Keep on thinking I'm going to fall to my death. That's just not how the Strider works.
That's not how a Strider happens. It's not how you stride. Yeah, I like that.
Street air. It's a great pose. It's very authoritative. All right,
All right.
So now we're inside the structure. I believe this is supposed to be Kazakh City, which I don't know if is actually supposed to be taking place in Kazakhstan.
Oh, interesting.
Because that's strangely topical for a Capcom game. You know, usually they're just picking on Spain or something like that.
Yeah.
That was actually the most important
Spain
lesson.
with all their matadors.
The most important lesson of Resident Evil 4 is don't go to Spain.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to Spain, just don't. You could have avoided all of that mess had you not gone to Spain.
At most, weird zombie cult, at the least, they're going to eat dinner way later than you're used to. And that's going to throw off your whole metabolism.
Well, then you can't get the workday done without going home and taking a nap.
It's not very considerate.
Oh, that's right, we're climbing up.
I was also a big fan of Strider when they added him to the Marvel Capcom series. That was fun.
That's right.
And he had that one super where he just called in all of his robot animal friends. Because remember, eventually we should be getting robot animal friends, right?
I have yet to see one, but that's not to say there aren't. Well, no, I only played a little bit of this.
Okay.
Just so I didn't look like a complete, incompetent boor. Because, the kids like to be calling me that these days. And I have the feelings. Did you know that? Oop, I didn't mean to go over there. I was probably getting one of those comments right now on that.
All those YouTube commenters calling you a coarse, brutish oaf. You offend reason, sir. Hey. Keep it civil, YouTube.
Hey, while we're on the topic, we should let everyone know that if you're going to be at PAX East, so are we.
Oh.
And at 5:30 on the Saturday of PAX, I don't remember the date,
is when Adam
in the
goes
Dragonfly
to bed.
Theater. Yeah, that's when I go to bed. We're going to have our panel. It's the Rev3Games panel of Mystery and Apprehension.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think you're going to be there.
Am I? It's a mystery. See? It all fits in. Nathan Jackson says, with the Xbox One getting a big update, is Rev3Games ever going to go back and re-review consoles at some point in the future? You probably, I mean...
I love my friends at Polygon, but we just don't roll like that. We will rediscuss.
Yeah.
I'm not re-reviewing.
We can certainly talk about a major update. We've done that in the past with dashboard.
But I don't think the update was so major it's actually merit a discussion. Mm-hmm. You know, when Microsoft would like to announce that they have the finished console, I will be very happy to talk.
Titanfall is just like, play your favorite beta game on your favorite beta console.
Oh boy, I'm getting my...
I believe in you, your magic is real.
Come on.
Are any of these... Yeah, there you go. That's what you need. You're getting them. You have a... You have a Blinky? You had a Blinky.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. Unfortunately, this is what I learned. When that happens, you don't start there.
Yeah, the original was like that too.
Yeah. It's honoring that legacy a little more than I care to.
Is Strider on next gen? Strider is downloadable.
We are actually playing on Xbox One right now. It's also on PS4.
There you go. It's also on PS3, 360, and PC tomorrow.
Tomorrow will be a very special day. Mm-hmm. That way, you know, so are we going to have all the angry PC kids for the next 24 hours?
We'll lose Titanfall and gain Strider.
Yeah.
Because that's, you know, I don't know whether that's fair yet, but I'll have a better idea in 15, 20 minutes. We're really sorry if you're having issues on Twitch.
We are looking into that right now.
We're fixing that.
We're not fixing Twitch, we're just fixing ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh.
Twitch told us to fix our attitude before they let our channel work. That's not true.
All right, this is getting...
The SavePoint.net says, no, I don't have a ticket for Saturday. Oh, don't you worry, the SavePoint.net.
All right, you're going to give this a shot.
Because as we did last year, we will put the panel up in its entirety on our YouTube channel.
Yes, exactly. And so it'll be like being there without being there. But if you're not there on the Saturday, what day are you there for?
Isn't it 9 days
do you think
now?
Titanfall will cause
Isn't
a
every
reboot?
PAX 27 days now?
I think it's something like that.
It's like the baseball season of gaming events.
Do you think Titanfall will cause a reboot of Mech Assault? No.
I don't know, man. I would like to know. I'd like to see how many people are playing Hawken right now because of, you know what I mean? Because of Titanfall.
I don't, it'd be interesting to see if Microsoft will kind of dip into their kind of nostalgia catalog. Maybe we can get a Brute Force reboot, maybe Azric. But I just I don't see that. I only saw the E3 trailer for The Order, but it looked interesting to me. Well, then you need, right now, we have a video up of my impressions of seeing The Order. I saw a tiny bit of gameplay.
Just his impression of characters in The Order. He does a good character in The Order.
Yes.
He does the voices.
Like, I'm an old person in England, and I do it like that.
Pip, pip, I have an electric gun.
But it is the most incredible looking game I've ever seen. I compare it to an oil painting.
Wow!
It reminded me, I don't want to kind of condemn the game to the same fate, but it reminded me of Kubrick's Barry Lyndon.
No.
Yeah, but with action.
We're hoping it's not the Barry Lyndon of games.
No, we do not want the Barry Lyndon of games.
The Order is basically just 2 hours of a man and a boy sitting in a river fishing. Right?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Okay.
Can you picture a remake of Streets of Rage? Wasn't there one from Sega a few years back that was like some new definition of horrible?
Was there?
Someone out there tell me, it might have been another beat 'em up. I could have sworn it was Streets of Rage.
There was a homebrew Beats of Rage. Do you remember this?
No.
And it was out on the PC, and it was also, there was a Dreamcast build of it too, because remember you could just burn whatever you wanted and play it in a Dreamcast? Just like, just put laser discs in a Dreamcast and they would work. But it was great because people would make theme packs and release different characters, and you could play as like a bunch of different Capcom characters and stuff like that, and people would make levels, and it was really cool. But you know, the beat 'em up is tough because there's like a simplicity to the beat 'em up if it's not done well. Or
well, I mean, also,
at all.
I mean, I think the other thing is that when we see a lot of those games get remade, it's not like the A-team that gets to do them.
Right.
And they just tend to suffer.
Concept
You know what
art.
would be kind of a neat game to see again? Remember God Hand?
God, I love God Hand.
Just it was one of those moments late in the life of like the PS2 Xbox generation where you're like, what the heck? What just? No one improves games like that anymore. So Joseph Whistler is down for the Brute Force reboot, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why either. There, Joseph. It is an oddity. I think you're going back the way we came.
Strider.
Strider's going back the way we came.
Yeah, not me.
That's the right way to run.
I like ninja runs. Ninja run animations are always great.
You know, it's just so interesting. Like I guess no, Shinobi wore black, didn't he?
Sometimes he wore white.
Well, if it was
Like
snowing outside, right?
Yeah. Well, also in what was it, Shadow Dancer, the one on the Saturn that was like FMV. Remember? He was in all white on that.
And now, I'm not thinking about Double Dragon Neon there, David Webb. I am aware of that game. I could have sworn it was Streets of Rage. It was a third-person action game, was not side-scrolling. God, it was so awful.
I don't know, I always wanted to beat 'em up. One thing that I always imagined, and I think a lot of people did in like the 16-bit era and early on in the 32-bit era, is we all kind of wanted like a Street Fighter that was also a beat 'em up. So like Street Fighter characters, but in a sort of Final Fight way, in the sense that you could still do all these really technical combos somehow. And what we got was Mortal Kombat Mythologies. So that was a bummer.
So you want to go through that little hole there,
Yeah.
and then you're going to end up in Action Zone.
Action Zone.
So guess what, Anthony?
What?
People want to know our thoughts on something that happened today.
Oh, you know.
What could that be?
Was it ice dancing and the creation of the word twizzle in the Olympics?
Wait. When did they create the word twizzle?
Apparently, twizzle is a synchronized twirl done by two partners with their legs up.
Were they out of other words that they came up with something as horrible sounding as twizzle?
Twizzle. That's what it is.
That sounds like something you do in your pants.
Well, you don't have to wear pants. You can wear leggings if you're ice dancing.
All right, I'm gonna let you beat because this is hard.
All right. No, I would imagine they're talking about. Irrational, right?
Yep, they're talking about Irrational. You know, and I know there's been a lot of thought, and obviously it looks like the employees at Irrational were kind of caught off guard. This is one where I'm not playing the speculation game. It's very unclear to me. I guess the question that I still have that a lot of people do is, why did Take-Two decide not to keep Irrational and have Ken Levine lead with a small team? Because 2K now is going to take charge of the license of BioShock. But obviously, if you have a very talented group of people there that knew how to make a BioShock game, I think some other things that once again I'm speculating here, but we know that there was a fair amount of success for BioShock 1 and for BioShock Infinite, but those were very expensive games that took a very, very long time to make, and it's just not clear if the margins were there. But it is a bummer because obviously BioShock Infinite was and still is one of my most favorite games.
Yeah, I mean, there's something, man. I'm gonna do this.
It's
tough. I have kunai.
Oh wait, what?
I have kunai.
Are you sure?
It's right.
I don't think you have it yet.
I don't have it yet.
Try.
I'm gonna get me some kunai.
Wait, what's that thing that was floating above you? I had no idea about that. I think this is the game I saw some people referring to that it doesn't really tell you what to do or how to do it. You just kind of figure it out.
All right, fair enough. I think there's a story there in just how long it took to make Infinite, and in how much Infinite changed from initial demos and gameplays to what came out. It was an expensive game. It eventually came out well. But they had to have put in a lot of crunch. There was a lot of starting from the beginning. There was probably pretty low morale there towards the end, and you have to wonder, like,
well,
could you get a game if I'm somebody like if I'm Take-Two, could we get a game 90% as good in half the time?
Yeah. Well, but it's also, I think there's, I have no idea what the business relationship was, but Take-Two owned Irrational, as far as I know. And so this wasn't sort of like Ken Levine just kind of, he was getting a lot of flack, I think. It's just not clear who had the ultimate authority to close down Irrational Games.
Yeah. Well, and maybe after the end of it and dealing with a publisher through a game that was obviously very arduous to make.
Yeah.
You have to wonder if it wasn't just, a mutual agreement, right? This did not go well. You're right. This did not go well. Let's not do that again.
Yeah.
I
think that, I caution everyone for kind of spinning a narrative of when we only have a slight, number of facts.
Right.
Because remember, the game industry is a business, and it's one that is going through immense change right now, as my dear friend Jeff Keighley was pointing out. And the new project that it looks like Ken Levine is on, smaller team, only download only, is something that we're going to be seeing more and more of. There are other margins to be made. I mean, there's better margins, when you keep your costs down.
Well, a lot of these guys, I mean, you saw the same thing. I don't know if you read Lee's thing with Cliff Bleszinski today.
I have not read it yet, but I'm hearing quite a bit about it.
But, having seen Cliff at like GDC and E3 over the last couple years, he was always hanging out at the indie booths.
Yep.
A lot of these guys are like, well, what if I didn't have to worry about the margins of a producer? What if I didn't have to worry about...
Or take so much money from an organization that you have to listen to them.
Yeah, and what if I wasn't?
Well done,
what if I wasn't a
Anthony.
manager as much as I am lately? What if I was more of a creator again?
Yeah.
Because you have to remember, like somebody like Cliff or somebody like Ken, who started off making much smaller titles with much smaller teams. All of a sudden, you're in charge of a couple hundred people?
Yeah.
How much can you actually? You can call the game yours, but to do it, I would imagine you have to work really hard, right?
You're just having fun up there?
Yeah, I thought maybe I could shatter it and make like an
So
epic
yeah,
jump.
now you got to do a charge strike on that thing.
Sure.
There you go. Doors open. You're opening doors for yourself now.
All right. Special moves. Why not, Strider? That's kind of cool.
Oh, I think it's important to point out, Rev3Games is hiring. That's obviously, we're seeing a tweet out there right now for all the people at Irrational that clearly are in what is a challenging moment. It's, as someone who has been part of organizations that have been shut down and who was just shut down all by his lonesome, it's never a fun day when you find yourself in that situation. Fleetwood K says, how will this affect the BioShock series? Significantly. Significantly. The company that makes the game will not, are no longer making it.
There's this thing, right? A lot of times you can look at a game and you can be like, well, such a large team, such a collaborative effort. BioShock was really one guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. BioShock was...
Well, sometimes, look, it's...
And you can see that because of BioShock 2, right? Yeah. BioShock 2 was fine, but it was lacking the sort of inspiration, I think.
Yeah. It's also interesting. Large teams bring with it blessings and problems. Respawn is a team of 90 making Titanfall.
Wow.
Bungie, I think, has 500 people on Destiny?
Crazy. It's crazy. But that's the thing is now, I'm waiting to see what people like Ken and Cliff do when they're used to all these resources, and they're gonna have to work within limitations again, right?
So you want to use your charge strike here?
Yeah. What I want to do is I want to get that first, so I don't die forever.
Ooh, you cut one of them in half. So this game, I like it. It's fast.
Yeah.
It's a throwback. Is it a throwback?
You can call it a throwback, I guess.
I don't know what qualifies as a throwback and what's retro.
It feels very faithful to Strider, which I'm into. Can I have that yet? Can I have my robot friend yet? No? All right.
No.
I do wish somehow, and I think it's because of just games that have ninjas recently, is I'm wanting a little more mobility out of Strider, and I want him to be a little faster.
Changes I assume you're just going to keep upgrading throughout the course of the game.
So this is the boss from the first level of the original Strider, but in the original Strider, it was made out of a bunch of men. Remember, they all come together and they turn into a man. They turn into a human centipede, basically.
Oh, very good. Let's invoke that movie.
That was basically what Strider was like. It was the precursor to the human centipede.
So the call says, here's a topic of conversation. Are multi-platform games intrinsically unpolished by the lowest possible bottleneck?
No.
Well, some multi-platform games are unpolished and some are polished.
I mean, going back to BioShock, would you call BioShock Infinite an unpolished game?
Oh, there's people out there. Apparently I'm a horrible person for liking it.
Well,
that it's the worst game ever made in the history of things.
Look, you and I have our differences about BioShock.
Yeah.
I think it was a very ho-hum shooter in a very amazing world, but I would not call it unpolished.
Yeah.
That's not what I would do. But you know, it all depends. It depends on there are teams that take on every platform themselves. There are teams that have other teams port things for them. Some of those teams who port things are good. Some of them are bad.
But I honestly don't think the multi-platform is where the problem is. The problem is, do they have the resources? Do they have the right discipline in getting it done?
And I mean,
and then
especially
in the case of something like Battlefield, do they have servers that work?
And I mean, especially in this generation, when you're looking at systems that have internals that are so compatible now.
Hold on. Joseph Whistler's correct. Final Fight Streetwise.
Oh.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It was not Streets of Rage. But there was a 3D Streets of Rage game, I believe, that was made available on the N64.
Ew.
Or maybe that was Final Fight. I can't remember.
That sounds like not the greatest idea.
No, it wasn't.
This is an epic enough boss battle. I'm into it. For a first level.
Yeah, why not? In the back of a Mecha Dragon.
Oh, I forgot I have this guy.
Is it Mecha Dragon or is it just a Metal Dragon? Or is it Robo? Oh, I think it's Robo Dragon.
They're calling it a Roboros. Which is like, cool.
See, I remember when ninjas were popular.
Oh my gosh. Now we're talking crime.
Not when they were popular, when they first started getting popular.
That's all right. I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was really clever.
So like 80s.
The 80s, yeah. Now around the
was
time
like
that,
what was American Ninja?
No, actually, Enter the Ninja.
Enter the Ninja.
I actually caught this on the television recently and was able to show it to my wife. It is such a wonderful bad movie. Like, why it's shot in the Philippines.
Can we talk about why Strider has to destroy the power couplers that bring this horrible thing to life? I would go destroy the head, then the power couplers.
Yeah, but that's not how Strider does things. He's more of a, let's just jump in with both feet.
He's sending a message. Anyway, Enter the Ninja.
Enter the Ninja. I mean, it's like some really big white guy who goes to Japan and learns to be a ninja because he's ex-military. Then he catches up with his military buddy in the Philippines.
Yes.
And there's the evil guy who's trying to take the land.
Yeah.
And so he does like ninja stuff to save them.
I wish we never got over our fascination with ninjas and the martial arts. I wish we were just as naive about them as we ever were.
I think just the funny part is, I don't even know if we're at the point yet where you could do something about ninjas that actually involve Japanese people. It's like, every Hollywood producer like, I don't know if we get the Asian people, if the white people will come out for that. I mean, it's just like, my God. You'll fetishize everything, about Asian culture, except actually have an Asian person represent it.
Well, even in movies where the ninja was supposed to be Asian, you would always get like a David Carradine type.
Of course, yeah. Exactly. But obviously some of that's changing because
what was was the TV show Master Ninja, American Ninja?
Oh no, the Master.
Where it was a ninja who traveled the country with a guy who was a BMX dirt bike rider.
Yeah, and now I'm forgetting the specifics of that.
But that was the most 80s show I think I've ever, and it was edited into a movie that was on Mystery Science Theater once, which is the only reason I know about it. But gosh, it was a dirt bike rider and his ninja friend, who was like an older ninja friend, and they would travel the country.
Doing ninja stuff?
Yeah, fighting crimes. doing
so
wheelies.
So it was kind of like Highway to Heaven with different stuff.
Yeah. I think in the 80s, the other thing I miss from the 80s is groups of friends of various types of abilities traveling the country or the world, solving crimes for no reason. That needs to come back.
Well, we just don't have enough people solving crimes. You know, I miss that. A good crime solver.
We've got 3 Sherlock Holmes series on the television right now.
Yeah, but you know, and I love the BBC one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good.
But it's not. There's not as much mystery in that.
Absolutely,
it's
not.
far more.
It's
very
very clearly brought to us by the people who do Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, and there was a guy and he died and I figured it out and I like to text message a lot. Cool, great, into it. I don't know how that happened.
But you know, thankfully, True Detective's on, which is I think everyone's.
Which I still have not watched.
Well, it is now for good reason everyone's favorite thing to watch.
I saw the thing about the King in Yellow on IO9.
Oh, you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful.
And I was like, well, why am I not watching this show?
You should watch it.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to marathon it this week, I think.
It's kind of like... Oh,
so that's the first level of Strider,
Yeah.
which is perfectly timed with our half hour where we swap over
Remember,
to
it's
Alan Wake.
PS4, Xbox One, 360, PlayStation 3, and tomorrow it's on the PC. Guess that means no Wii U, but then again, that should come as no surprise. All right, shall I hit the button?
Yeah.
I'm going to hit the magic button. That changes stuff.
Boom. Strider.
I hit it.
Strider. All right.
All right. So we're back to the
Swap
Alan
off.
Wake.
Got Alan Wake here. Not hearing Alan
we're not
Wake,
hearing it just
which
yet.
is a bummer.
Might be.
And we're going to need to swap to this
Oh,
controller.
that's right. There's still no PC support for the Xbox One controller. Still a little on the quiet
Excuse me,
side.
Oh, and somebody said, yes, it's the boss from Strider 2 as well. You are correct. Why is the environment a metal warehouse? I remember Strider 1 being jungle, sci-fi, Air City, snow levels. There was a little bit of snow, and there was that Russian thing in the background. The first one was very much more Tsarist Russia than this one was.
Which is important.
In terms of
Yeah,
just
we're
the
not
way
getting anything
the
in there.
levels looked.
Guys, we give this one quick second as we try to deal with our audio issues.
So yeah, we'll go through right now and just see what's up in chat. Also, I just feel compelled.
Yeah, is there anyone in chat who actually was watching the ninja phenomena of the 80s happen around them? Feel free to join in.
Also, Shigesato Itoi
Oh, yeah.
would just want you to know that thinking about a solution after discovering a problem may be instinctively human. It's not a matter of making a judgment of good or evil, or being selfish or altruistic. So basically, get yours.
Yeah.
Get yours,
Get yours.
says the creator of Earthbound.
Or get some. Yep.
Hey, all the behind the scenes guys, thanks for making this stream possible. You guys aren't getting enough credit. Yay,
And that's not from Anthony and me, that's actually from Mike
No,
Stephan.
God knows that's not from me or Adam.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I hear it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, we're hearing
Yeah.
that.
We got some
We're
auto.
hearing
got some
that.
odds.
But when it comes to the old Alan,
Let's make sure. Here, hand that
let's
to me.
just- You take that.
Yep,
Not
you
put it in a
take-
precarious position. Yeah, this is quiet.
Well, let's restart the game. Maybe the game needs to.
Maybe it just needs to just restart itself.
Yeah.
All right.
PC gaming, you know what I'm saying?
PC gaming. PC gaming. It's more fun to talk about PC gaming in the comments of a console video than actually PC game. There we go.
False, says somebody who played the Titanfall beta in 3D on his 3D TV last night.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Yeah. It's real nice.
I love gaming on my PC.
Here's
It's just, my God.
I'll tell you this. Nick and I were talking about this. There's a special kind of anger, just pure rage towards anything that kicks me out of big picture mode. If I'm sitting in my living room and something kicks me out of big picture mode,
Like what?
And I've just got to like push a button like a pop-up, like a Windows dialog, anything.
Now we can't load the game now.
Anything. I get so mad.
All right, say it.
I get so mad, and that's one thing. Like like as much as big picture is this beautiful, nearly seamless experience. It's not.
It's not?
It's not a console.
No, it's not. Unless you have a console that only has Steam on it, which would be challenging until the Steam boxes come out.
All right, we're hearing things. We're seeing
hearing
things.
We have a Steam Cloud error.
That's okay. That's okay, because our last one should be fine. Fleetwood Cage says the show Elementary is pretty bad. Well, we're talking about Sherlock Holmes shows. Yeah, that's the one with Johnny Lee Miller and Lucy Liu.
Yep.
I think it's not terrible. It's not great.
Well, it's just also...
And it's certainly not the BBC one or the PBS one.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much of American television is, and I can say this having worked in television, I don't think people understand the level of contempt network executives have for the audience. Like, they have no confidence that they could wipe their butts and tie their shoes, much less, see Sherlock Holmes as Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. What if she was just Joan Watson and she was just this really beautiful Asian lady? Why? Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Oh, okay.
All right, so we got the sound going. We're going to continue the game. We left off with stuff happening. Right. That's right, craziness happening on the outside.
Sure. We found the mammoth-sized hole.
Why did I say ho, ho, ho there?
Because there was a mammoth.
So this is right. This is the guy who lost his dog, who's very upset.
Right.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
It's probably because it's liquid darkness.
No, it's like liquid darkness. It's something worse. It's something more terrifying than liquid darkness.
It's just liquid darkness is all your mind can conceptualize.
It's non-Euclidean geometry. Oops. Grab my controls there for a second.
Oh. You're already way more on your game than last week.
Really?
Yeah. I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you.
Adam Sessler came to play.
I came to instruct. Mm-hmm. I came to share.
Davey Sully, we were mentioning Marvel Capcom earlier. He says the most ridiculous character was definitely Phoenix Wright. Was it? Was it Phoenix Wright? I thought it was really... Tron Bonne was kind of silly.
That's right. He's moving really fast. What's the trick with that?
Trick with that is you got to hold him in the light and break it down. And once you break down his speed in the light...
Where'd he go? Scary man.
There he is.
Which okay, that's the bumper for the dodge.
And holding that down is also yours. There you go.
We're breaking him down. I'm gonna need to insert a battery. Come on. Is he broken down yet? My God, he's like a tough piece of meat. I'm marinating.
Philip Johnson or Janssen, it looks Scandinavian.
Janssen
says, do you think Rev3Games are knockoffs, seeing as that they take so much inspiration from pop culture? I don't think so.
A knockoff means you're not acknowledging the origin.
Which I think they very clearly are. Like, Alan Wake is, remember your flashlight beam is your reticle for aiming.
Yep.
Yeah, get him!
Come on,
get that
bad
Park Ranger.
Evil Ranger.
Yeah. That's what you get, public servant.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to cut your funding.
I will light my fire wherever I want to, and I will play my music as loud as I want. This park is for everyone. Mostly me.
Yeah. Ooh, stop throwing axes at me. I'm losing
remember to left bumper those axes.
Ah, left bumper, left bumper.
There you go. Stick and move.
See, this is tough. I was playing a game for review all weekend long with a slightly different control scheme. And, this is the problem we ran into last time.
Yeah, you ran out of ammo last time.
All right. All right, let's see. Do you see any?
All you got to do is reach Lover's Peak. Keep running.
All right, I'm here at Lover's Peak. Whoa, I'm here.
Keep going, keep going. Whoa.
But where? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, get to the light.
Get to the light. Oh, yeah, you can't come here. I am protected by the light of stuff. Yeah. I like to sing when I'm safe.
But I think, you know, the same way that, in addition to acknowledging the source material, there's also the idea that while this is taking from a lot of things we know in pop culture, there was not a game like this before Alan Wake.
No.
So in terms of ripoff,
Forget about that. It's just me going crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the mood that we come up with some new words like ripping off and, you know, broken. you know, sort of overgeneralizations. All third-party games are bad.
man, that looks like an ammo box, but it wasn't an ammo box.
It wasn't? Is it just a box?
Oh wait,
box?
there's some stuff. What is
That's
that?
a manuscript
that's
page.
Yeah, and a 6-pack.
I don't think you can pick
Oh,
that
there's
up.
an ammo box.
Where?
Forward.
Oh, forward.
Yeah.
Yay. That really is like one of the best feelings in this game. It's like supplies.
There we go. And Energizer brand batteries. Yes, Energizer.
Do you think the deal was struck at the beginning of development?
I don't know.
Or do you think they had to go
I
back
want to know
through
how a
and
deal like that happens. I want to know how a battery company is convinced that their battery is running out in 4 seconds. Even if it's an enchanted flashlight used to kill the undead or whatever.
See, once like marketers and
Was
buyers
at the far end of the nature
start,
trail.
you know, we have the generation that actually knows about video games. Deals like this will not be able to be struck. This is put together by a bunch of people that probably didn't even know.
Roberto mentioned that some of the manuscript pages that we picked up, and this is true, I forgot about this. Some of the manuscript pages that you pick up here in the park, in the ranger's office, are the Alan Wake pages. Or
really?
not the Alan Wake pages, the Max Payne pages.
Ah. Whoa, that's right. We got a bad guy behind me. Man, my battery is really bad right now.
Wow. That phone booth is really loud.
Ah!
Yeah. Get him.
He's just putting in one bullet and shooting. That's how the Alan Wake goes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
If you tap, 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 I think he
Okay.
goes faster.
Dear phone, stop. Oh, that's right, if you tap the Y, you...
But I like that. I like the idea of we talked about this before, Alan Wake writing Max Payne.
Yeah. Which I think you could reasonably infer, especially from the manuscript pages.
We get this feeling that his stuff is much more Stephen King-ish horror than Max Payne.
Yeah.
Maybe Alan Wake wrote the movie of Max Payne with all those demons and stuff.
That's right, gosh.
He
That
wrote the
was-
Mark Wahlberg Max Payne.
Like that Hitman movie and that Max Payne movie, like, oh, these crappy European productions.
Ugh.
I mean, it really is just kind of like,
Yeah.
there we go. Nothing like a shotgun. Except for a shotgun. And we're trying to get a lover's peak. That's another thing I love about it. It's like, they didn't come up with something, it's like, let's just go for the most cliched.
Yeah. What is the name of that thing in the park? Like the great old one.
Well, that's a better one. I mean, that's a Lovecraft reference. Oh!
Oh!
Whoa, 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 what's with the charging?
Shotgun him in the face.
Yeah, but I haven't like, you know,
Undarked.
undarked.
There you go.
Oh yeah, you are so oh wait, hold on, you're not dead yet. Well, you are dead.
No!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Give me a second.
Run!
We have like things that we need to do here. Man, this battery situation is getting dire.
Woof.
Whoa! I did the button press.
Get. Run
This
back
is-
up to the light.
Oh, that's right. The light. I forgot about the light up there. Ah!
Oh.
All right, your turn.
Okay.
I did death grip it. I apologize. Liquid Darkness is by Axe Body Spray.
Sounds right.
So yeah, the great old ones, you know, from H.P. Lovecraft.
Yes.
In the mythos. I thought that's one of them like hidden references for lonely people like me that read a lot of H.P. Lovecraft. Actually, that reminds me of a really funny panel I did years back at PAX. We had Ken Levine come on, and that's where in the course of it, we both discovered that he and I both used to play D&D by ourselves.
How does that?
You
how
just kind
do
of
you,
roll a character and you just have an adventure all by yourself.
How can you?
I mean, you just fudge the rules a lot. You kind of imagine others are there.
That's sad.
Yep. Oh, that's not even the saddest aspect of my childhood. Actually, the saddest aspect was getting trail mix and banana chips in my lunch. Like, I had no bartering power on the schoolyard whatsoever.
I like trail mix, but yeah, banana chips were lame.
See, I hate carob. And back in my day, they used to make the carob look like small Hershey's Kisses to give you the impression that maybe you were going to get a chocolate taste this time.
Well, now,
then you get a mouthful of stupid.
Right, but now they just put the chocolate in there, which is terrible. Because it's no longer trail mix, it's a fucking chocolate bar.
You should have a little sugar on the trail. If you're on a trail.
A little, but you're gonna get that naturally.
Well, at least it wasn't carob. I mean, I had some other friends that had these really cool Japanese candies. I couldn't trade my entire lunch for one of those candies. I had just absolutely no. I was like I'm trying to think what my economy was like. It was kind of like Sri Lanka. Mm-hmm. And everyone else was Japan and France. Delbert Stinkfester just said, I just ate a huge plate of rotini pasta with a meatball marinara sauce that has been slow cooking for 6 hours. See, I never had that in my lunch when I was a kid. No.
In a paper bag, inside a plastic Ziploc bag, is rotini and marinara sauce.
That's right. You can aim without using up too much battery by half pulling the trigger. So Evenflow 406 said, anyone here read Neil Gaiman's Sherlock Holmes Lovecraft short story? I did not know that he wrote that. And Nick Krobu says, fun fact, I think Lovecraft was a shitty writer.
Whoa.
I don't necessarily agree, but I have so much affection for getting through my younger years by the man that I have no way to judge.
He's very dense, you know?
Very dense.
And
he helped my vocabulary.
It's not, you know.
He taught me non-Euclidean geometry.
It's not the easiest, lightest read. And I don't mean easiest, lightest as in you couldn't understand Lovecraft. I mean, it's just not something you sit and let wash over you, right? Like you're...
I don't know, the Dream Quest of Unknown Kaddath.
Oh, you guys.
These guys are tough.
It's okay, there's a light. At least I thought there was a light.
Yeah, I think you're... That's more of a Carol Ann light than a light.
Man, bad at Alan Wake.
Harry Sound said, I finished this on Xbox. I remember the bridge part was cool and the fireworks. Also, guys, we are going to do a live stream tomorrow. What time is it, Zach? 2 p.m. We're going to have some of the guys from IDOS Montreal who we're going to be live streaming some Thief. This is the reboot of the super classic game made very big on the PC about a decade ago, actually. They're rebooting it, and we'll have it here. You can take a look at it. So 2 p.m., obviously on the same streaming channel you're watching, be it Twitch or YouTube, although you may not be watching it on Twitch because I know we're having some technical difficulties.
That's hippie time.
It's hippie time? The first Thief was in '98. The last Thief, Thief 3, was 2004. I had just moved to my apartment where I was living all by myself for the first time in San Francisco. It was kind of a basement. All right.
Not playing around this time, dudes. There we go. Jeez.
So there's a message here from chat, Anthony, I don't understand. It's from Roleplay Amiguel, I don't know. Anyway, what do you think about Sonic Boom? And what is that?
Oh, that's that Sonic trailer that came out where Sonic has like the Nathan Drake scarf and the really long legs, and the kids don't like it. Did you not see Sonic Boom yet?
No.
Look at...
I'll go check this out. This sounds horrible.
Look it up right now. Look up Sonic Boom right now.
Look up Sonic Boom?
Look up Sonic Boom trailer or Sonic Boom art.
Okay. Sonic Boom art. I'm seeing fan art, but not art.
Go on that.
All right, here we go. I got something here. That looks like normal. Whoa. Wait, what the hell is that?
I mean, here's my thing. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
I mean, look,
If
I
that
actually thought it was going to be worse.
If that team is like having fun with Sonic, they'll be the first team in 10 years that's been having fun with Sonic.
I know. I mean, there's nothing sacred anymore about Sonic. Like I believe Shadow the Hedgehog pretty much saw an end to that. Man, you're still challenged in this section.
I know.
Having Fun with Sonic was a short-lived Japanese sitcom that just, yeah.
Get out of my face!
There, oh no, generator, get it going.
Oh!
Whoa, Anthony.
It's okay.
Whoa, you were so close. Oh no,
I know.
you're doing it.
I know. We're so out of ammo right now.
You are like the definition of out of ammo.
Yeah. We're gonna make this happen though.
I remember this happening a lot when I played the game the first time.
Yeah. I don't have time for this. I literally do not have time for that.
So, I mean, I think it's set up that there's no way you really could have enough ammo to take them all out.
Oh my god.
But then how'd you get them off your trail?
Starting back from the tree again? Cool.
Save points, kids. Looked like a good save point. So, I mean, I don't know what to make of it.
I think it'll be fine. I think Sonic games have been terrible for a real long time.
Well, I mean, look, if they don't have, like, stupid Knuckles in Franklin...
Oh, Knuckles is there. Knuckles is right in there.
It's just like...
And he's huge.
Why did... Sonic
like all
doesn't
ripped.
need friends. I mean, if you're 8 years old, you need to have more plushies to buy. But I think for the rest of us, there's some guy out there who actually absolutely hates it. He started an entire Twitter account to complain about me insulting Sonic's friends. But yeah, they're really stupid and lame.
Whoa. Could I be worse at Alan Wake today? Answer?
You're
no.
like how I was playing last week.
I am. I'm so off.
Yeah, maybe I have a virus and I gave it to you. And it's an Alan Wake disease. All right, let's go back to... There we go. So let's see. They ruined Knuckles. Knuckles ruined Knuckles. All right, Knuckles was going to be challenged from the get-go. What's the other one?
You got Knuckles, you got Tails, you got Amy Rose.
Tails. Yeah.
They're all in there. Big the Cat's back, probably. We haven't seen Big the Cat, but I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up. Rouge, who's like sexy Knuckles, sexy lady Knuckles for the furries. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Do your thing, do you. But I don't need it in a Sonic game.
So Gambling Man says, hey, Adam, do you ever have the barber shine your head? Not the barber. I have young Nick Robinson do that for me.
For college credit.
Yeah, for college credit.
You have to do this. I can't.
All right. Well, let's see if I can do this.
I can't do anything today.
This is definitely a challenge. So, okay, I'm trying the only using half of it trick that, you know, oh boy.
Yeah, but the reason I was doing the full and then backing off was because those guys were coming at it pretty quickly.
Okay. Insert battery, reload weapon. So how many more are coming? Is it 2 guys?
2 more, and then there's a second wave of 3. After that.
Oh, that's right, there's a second wave.
Yeah.
See, that's what we didn't need. That's where it all got excessive.
Sonic Boom is being worked on by ex-Naughty Dog devs, I think. Yes, that's true.
Oh, really?
Yep. And you know, I keep saying, man, let them have it. Don't worry about the scarf. Let them make a Sonic game, and maybe it'll be the good one.
Or we just move on.
Yeah. Or we just move on.
You know?
Or they just take their...
What's the definition of insanity?
They take their Sonic Boom paycheck and they make the game they want to make. Maybe that happens.
Hey, so what if I just started to do, oh man, this is not an easy sequence.
Doing better than I was doing. Get him.
Whoa! Yeah! Oh, I don't think so. I think I had a chance there. Man, this is... Maybe we need like a young person with skills.
Rian Termulan says that the graphics on Alan Wake still look great. Yeah, they do. Although I think we were talking about how we wanted to put in the Xbox version just to see the 360
Yeah,
version.
I think we're being very generous to the game and its legacy. This is not our day, buddy.
No. All right. Get him.
Ah, stop throwing things at me. I liked it better when they were just spooky.
Here we go.
There we go.
Almost there. Nice. Careful, because you got 7 bullets and more dudes.
I know. I mean, I'm thinking like, can I even make a run to the generator without dealing with him? Do you think I can get to the generator fast enough?
I mean, I was trying. I don't think with 3 of them.
Is there a run button for Alan?
Yeah, when you hold down the dodge, after he comes up from the dodge, he runs.
All right, we're just gonna make a break for it.
Okay. They're fast. Keep going.
Ah!
That's the other thing, is you got to kind of time your sprints with when they slash at
Ah!
you. And the thing is, when you get down there, that light's going to turn off.
I know. Well, the thing is, you can't outrun them. That's what we've established. I think we're really disappointing the kids out there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I do every day of my life.
Adam and Anthony, what board and card games do you play? We have a Tuesday night game night here at Discovery Digital Networks. We've been playing a lot of Citadels lately at those. Played some Small Worlds. Tonight we're playing Quantum. And I just got...
Hey! Oh my God!
All right.
This is terrible.
And I just got my
This is a
Netrunner
really
deck
hard sequence
today.
All right, we're gonna give one more shot at this, guys, but we're gonna have to go to Alan Wake Camp to try to work on this. Yeah, unfortunately, I still am not playing a ton of board games, and it's not because I don't want to. It's all those life responsibility things.
Oh, what? No, one more.
I think it's time to acknowledge
One more.
problem, Anthony.
One more.
All right, you go. You feel it? You feel it on your insides?
Nah. But I'm going to give it one more.
All right. You know, I think I'm liking your strategy. I think I see what you're doing.
I'm doing the, oh God, don't die, don't kill me strategy. No!
That was tough.
I was trying to get back up to the light.
I think we're going to go offline and try to get through this section.
That was the most embarrassing Alan Wake.
Oh
my God.
All right, guys, so we're with that, we need to just admit defeat.
Awful.
And Anthony, you have to admit. The first step is admitting that you just can't do the sequence.
I'll stop playing when the red light goes off the camera, but you go ahead and tell them whatever we need to tell them.
Well, guys, obviously, Anthony Carboni, he is at A Carboni on Twitter. I'm at Adam Sessler. Also, we want to let you know, there is now an official and proper new Revision 3 iOS app. We're throwing up the link right now. That's where you can check it out. You can watch all of your favorite Revision 3 shows, including Rev3Games stuff on your iPhone, iPod Touch, or if you still have one of those, or iPad, all in HD. It also supports AirPlay and Chromecast. And once again, the URL is rev3gam.es/rev3app. That newfangled thing of putting the dot in the wrong place.
Yeah.
In the URL is
it's hot. The kids love that.
I guess the kids must be in love with that.
Oh my God.
So also, we're going to be live streaming Thief, with the developers of the brand new Thief game from Eidos Montreal. That's tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific. That would be 5 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you come by and check that out. It's obviously going to be at twitch.tv/Rev3Games or youtube.com/Rev3Games. And if you're watching us on the YouTube channel and you have not hit subscribe, don't upset the giant floating atom head. It's very, very unwise. He will come visit you. All right, guys, that's it. We're going to be doing this again next week after we have gotten past this rather challenging section of Alan Wake. Take care.
It's not even that challenging. We're just bad. We're bad today.
Alan, Anthony. I'm now seeing you as Alan Wake.
I see myself as Alan Wake on my best day.